Coronation Street's new Todd and Theo shock in 20 spoiler pictures. Next week on Coronation Street, Gary Windass warns Christina Boyd and George Shuttleworth that he heard something concerning in Todd Grimshaw and Theo Silverton's flat. Will they get closer to the truth behind the closed doors of number 11? Elsewhere, Carla Connor is shocked by what Lisa Swain says when she tries to save their relationship. Our 20-picture preview offers a sneak peek at what's in store, promising a week filled with past secrets, present dangers, and heartbreaking ultimatums. 1. Monday the 8th of December, Maggie's birthday arrives. But tensions flare up at the Rovers. Birthdays in Weatherfield are rarely peaceful affairs. And for Maggie, this milestone seems to be stirring up more angst than celebration. It is clear that she is on edge, and her inability to relax suggests she is harboring a secret that threatens to ruin the party. 2. Monday the 8th of December, flashbacks show Maggie when she was younger. Viewers get a glimpse of her earlier life. These retrospective scenes are crucial. By peeling back the layers of Maggie's past, we are beginning to understand the trauma or guilt that shapes her present behavior. The casting of a younger Maggie suggests a significant, formative event is about to be revealed. 3. Monday the 8th of December, the younger Maggie is seen having an altercation on a set of stairs. But what happened and what is Maggie really capable of in the present day? Stairs and soaps are a notoriously dangerous combination. The implication here is violence, either accidental or intentional. If Maggie has a history of aggression or a tragic accident on her conscience, it explains her current volatility. I think viewers are about to see a much darker side to her character. 4. Wednesday the 10th of December, Becky is up to no good again. Earlier, Kit told Becky that Carla was in the factory knocking back scotch and somebody should check on her. Becky had promised to tell Lisa, but she turns up herself instead. This is a calculated move. By intercepting the message and going herself, Becky is isolating Carla. It shows just how manipulative she is, ensuring she controls the narrative without Lisa interfering. 5. Wednesday the 10th of December, Becky and Carla go head-to-head. Will things get tense yet again? With Carla intoxicated and vulnerable, and Becky sober and scheming, the power dynamic is dangerously skewed. I fear for Carla here. Becky knows exactly which buttons to press to provoke a reaction, potentially framing Carla as the aggressor. 6. Wednesday the 10th of December, Will is in trouble. Eva and Ben order him to apologize to Lauren for trying to kiss her. Will's behavior has been creeping into predatory territory for weeks. Being reprimanded by Eva and Ben is a humiliating blow to his ego. But I doubt a forced apology will change his underlying attitude. 7. Wednesday the 10th of December, Lauren insists it's water under the bridge. But when, from afar, she later spots Will and Megan together, she's uneasy. Lauren's instincts are spot on. Seeing Will immediately pivot to Megan suggests he isn't sorry for his actions, he's just looking for a new target. This predator-like behavior is chilling, and Lauren is right to be worried for her friend. 8. Wednesday the 10th of December, Carl and Abby help Debbie. Debbie needs to find a new wedding venue, as she accidentally booked the original one for 2027 and thinks she may be too unwell by then. This storyline is absolutely heartbreaking. Debbie's admission that she fears her dementia will rob her of the ability to recognize her own wedding day adds a poignant urgency to these scenes. 9. Wednesday the 10th of December, Abby and Carl share some news. They tell Debbie that they've booked Moncton Hall for her, which had a cancellation in 3 weeks' time. It is a grand gesture that proves family, however fractured comes first. Despite the friction with Kevin, Carl and Abby stepping up to save the day is a touching moment of redemption. 10. Wednesday the 10th of December, Debbie is delighted. She celebrates with her family. Seeing the relief on Debbie's face is a beautiful moment amidst the gloom. She finally gets to focus on the joy of marrying Ronnie rather than the ticking clock of her illness. 11. Friday the 12th of December, guests gather at the Platt House. But David is taken by surprise. David hates being out of the loop. And walking into a house full of people when he's already stressed is a recipe for disaster. 12. Friday the 12th of December. David is filled in over what's going on. Shona explains that they're throwing a baby shower. While the intention is sweet, springing a surprise party on David regarding a sensitive pregnancy is a risky move by Shona. 13. Friday the 12th of December. David says what's on his mind. He expresses his fears that the occasion is inappropriate since Shona's pregnancy is high risk. I think David's reaction, while harsh, comes from a place of deep trauma. Having lost Kylie, he is terrified of celebrating too soon and jinxing things. His fear manifests as anger, ruining the mood instantly. 14. Friday the 12th of December. Shona is annoyed by David's comments. She gazes around at their embarrassed guests. Shona feels undermined in her own home. She wants to celebrate the hope of this baby, while David is fixated on the danger. This clash of perspectives is creating a rift right when they need to be united. 15. Friday the 12th of December. Carla returns home. She tells Lisa that she never stopped loving her and shouldn't have left their family home. Carla is laying her heart on the line, admitting that her departure was a mistake born of pain. It is a desperate plea to salvage what they had. 16. Friday the 12th of December. Lisa's response shocks Carla. She admits that she loves Carla too, but it's too late, it's over between them. This is the tragedy of the situation. Love isn't the problem. Trust is. Lisa feels she has crossed a point of no return, likely due to Becky's manipulation. It is devastating to watch two people who love each other walk away. 17. Friday the 12th of December. Christina and George visit Speed Dahl. But they're interrupted by some news. A quiet dinner date is rarely just dinner in Soapland. The interruption signals that the darkness from Todd's life is about to spill over into theirs. 18. Friday the 12th of December. Gary explains that he passed by Theo and Todd's flat and heard a crash. Christina and George are both concerned. Will they investigate, and how much will they find out if they do? Gary raising the alarm is a turning point. A crash suggests physical violence is escalating. If George and Christina don't act fast, they might be too late. The guilt on George's face is palpable. He knows he shouldn't have cut Todd off. 19. Friday the 12th of December. Sally makes a promise to the girls. She says that she'll arrange a visit to their mum on Christmas Day. Sally always tries to fix everything, but her heart is ruling her head here. Promising a Christmas prison visit is a logistical nightmare. 20. Friday the 12th of December. Tim worries that Sally is setting the girls up for a fall. He points out that the prison may not allow visitors on Christmas Day. Has Sally made a mistake by speaking too soon? Tim is the voice of reason. If the visit falls through, the disappointment will crush the girls, and Sally will be the one to blame. It is a classic Metcalf mess in the making.
Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.